make the first autonomous platform for buildings that allows you to both design your own custom autonomous system, since all buildings are different, and then run that autonomous system in the building that controls and coordinates all the different systems and IoT devices in the building. And that allows those buildings to really be a new part of your workforce, that your buildings are solving their own problems, they're making the right control decisions, they're being more energy efficient, and they allow you to ask them questions of whatever you need out of the building. The incumbents, as we think of them, the Siemens, the Schneiders, the Honeywells, the JCIs, these were all companies that emerged in the late 1800s, and they emerged with what was an amazing invention at the time, the mercury switch thermostat. And what we see in that market is it's very mature. They're very similar to the automotive business, that those 100-year-old companies, they quit really innovating about 3 decades ago. So the latest platforms in this market are from the late 90s. And they're just not up to the modern standards of what we need in buildings and the kind of innovation we need to be able to support and operate buildings, provide better tenant experiences, and so forth. So there's 2 parts to autonomous buildings that are important. So in autonomous cars, they just drive themselves, and we do that same thing. You know, how do we drive buildings, meaning not physically in space, but drive their control systems, their internal needs more efficiently, more effectively. Obviously that comes with an energy efficiency gain. But the bigger deal is the autonomous creation of their own platform, meaning that I can now democratize control. While it's much more sophisticated, it has GPUs, it has all this AI, I don't actually have to tell that to Boiler Bob or HVAC Harry. I can just give them a simpler workflow that they can install a control system more efficiently, more effectively, and faster than conventional controls. And so that's a really big deal of how do we get controls into the small buildings as well as the large buildings, and have something that can scale in between. So if you're an owner-operator in this space, scalability is important because you need your whole portfolio to be managed. The second piece is once you have all of that infrastructure with these autonomous controls, now you can have a real portfolio management system that you, for the first time in this business, have a digital platform for operations. And we make a number of tools, whether you're an operator or a maintenance firm, the building able to generate its own tickets to say, here's a problem that occurred, you know, send a repairman, and the repairman should come like prepared with these items, right? So that you're not just rolling trucks, and we can provide all sorts of operational efficiencies. With some, there's an education job, but what we're seeing is we're hitting the timing of the market just so that most of the owner-operators and the REITs are asking themselves, well, how do we actually digitally transform ourselves as a business in the first place? And rather than them, you know, hiring 100 people and building up a whole digital and IT platform, we can just give them that tomorrow, and they can get going and get started with our data platform. They can get going and started with our digital twin platform. They can start using the applications. They can start installing into their buildings. So I think it's of the moment right now that all businesses are asking themselves, how do I have a data, digital, and AI strategy? And as the first new platform, full platform, not point solution, we are like hitting like a real need in the marketplace, where I think as they're trying to cobble together point solutions, there's kind of point solution overload right now. And people really need, okay, where's the platform where I start?